Alright, peace y'all, peace. I'm doing this video right now to inform y'all, you know what I'm saying, ins and outs about the music industry and what I've experienced. I got my shot in 2010. I produced a song for 50 Cent called 2003 Ferrari, and that was like my first real big placement that I ever got. So things started working out. I started getting emails with to have meetings with A&Rs and stuff like that. Everything was going pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I was selling my beats online. Made a lucrative income doing that as well. There was a time period where things was just working out. And then I'll catch you up to speed. About 2018, I got a situation where I was at presented a job at a record label. So I was working for a record company. Met a lot of people in the industry, had numerous friends and did all of these things that people would require or would want to do in the music business. I realized that the music business is not for me. It's something that I'm not interested in doing. So I'm just here to give people insight on how it works and why some people might feel as if, oh, well, I've been doing this for a long time. Why isn't my music getting out there? There's certain rules and protocols that you have to follow and go by, certain guidelines. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down to you and give you proof and show you that I am a lucrative source to even give you this knowledge. Okay, so basically, a lot of people want to know, I've been doing music for years, you know what I'm saying, and I just can't get the recognition. It's simple. You basically have to understand the negative and the positives of life. And I'm not trying to get deep for you, you know what I'm saying, but I don't want nobody to actually, some people might watch this video and try to use these techniques to level themselves up higher or get, a certain fan base. If you study the Hermetic religion, the only people that get heard are those who spread a message of sex, violence, drugs, or fraud. If you notice, everybody in the music business raps about these things. You know what I'm saying? It's just in a lucrative way. Now, you may have some songs where a few songs may sneak through and it's not about that, and but then there's a trick to that as well. If you're writing a song, and this is the songwriter's secret for real, if you're writing a song, they're not writing a song for a woman or a man. You know what I'm saying? If you hear, all right, let's break it down. If you hear a song like Lizzo, why, man, I'ma hit you back in the man, that's degrading men. A song like These Hoes Ain't Loyal is making a man feel less valuable than himself. You get what I'm saying? When a rich nigga wants you and your nigga can't do nothing for you, people that don't have money like that, you know what I'm saying, it devalues them. So, and then you got Lizzo putting women on self-empowerment, saying that men are nothing. You know what I'm saying? Men are nothing. So this is why these songs blow up and people are just like, oh my God, this is a hit. Because you have to basically circumference yourself. And then there's a certain way that you write a song. You know what I'm saying? You write a song playing off of a person's emotions. Some people make money writing songs for kids, you know what I'm saying? And that plays off of people's emotions, but you have to pay attention to those lyrics and those songs that they talking about, because they might slip a little something in there that'll just reference, sex, you know what I'm saying, but it won't be blatant, you know what I'm saying. You have to understand, like, there's a group called I forget what it's called. I forget, man. It'll come to me, or I'll find the clip and then put it in there. So you basically have to know that you're playing on people's emotions, you know what I'm saying? And when you play on people's emotions, you get better results. If you promote songs that are talking about scam rap, or you just finesse the plug and all of this shit, or referencing about money, and if you do a song, the song has to be direct. You can't go on a song saying that, you have to have a direct message. If you're saying you're going to be a killer, they have to believe you're a killer. If you're saying you got money, they have to believe you got money. If you're saying that you degrading people, then you have to circumference your writing abilities. And that's why I just couldn't do it, because now I've made music in the past where I've talked about shooting people and things that I've never done in my life. You know what I'm saying? Things that I've never done, could never imagine doing, selling drugs and all of that stuff. Mind you, I've dibbled and dabbled in that lifestyle, but it just wasn't me. But what I did realize is that if people are not believing what you're saying, because you have to go from a certain standpoint. If people are not believing what you're saying, then you won't get results. And this is the thing. People are saying, no, I'm not getting no views. There's people in record labels, and I'll be real with you, there's people in record labels that go to SoundCloud, go to YouTube, right? And they click on less relevance or upload date or least views, and they look at this. They look at who has 4 views on a video or a song, and they're basically hired to do this. Now, if they see that you have a good song but your image is not right, then that's when you get individuals that get their song stolen. You get what I'm saying? This is how this works. This is how this works. I've been in this business where I've worked with people, and I've brought people, artists that I've known personally, and said, yo, what do you think about this? And the next thing you know, they'd be like, it's no good, or he's lacking enthusiasm, or it's just not gonna sell. If you make a song degrading women, or whatever you into, or you're talking about drugs, or you're talking about selling drugs, and it's vivid, that's why you have people like Griselda Records, West Side Gun, and them. They winning right now because you can see them, visualize them doing it. It doesn't even have to matter if they got arrested for doing that shit. It just sounds real. It sounds real, and it's believable. You understand what I'm saying? It's down to the detail. So if you write a song, right? You write a song, you put detail in it, you come up with a witty line or two, and then people will be like, oh, that stood out to me. You playing with people's emotions. You understand what I'm saying? When you write a song, you're not just writing a bunch of words, you playing with people's emotions. That's why I couldn't get involved in that business, because to me, I just don't want to. I've had opportunities come to me where it's been like, well, would you want to, produce or be a songwriter, or let's start a band, and whatever the case may be. And I literally, denied it. You know what I'm saying? And when it's crazy, because when you deny it, when you deny the offer, these people that are in the industry, they don't want to do any business with you anymore. They done. You're cut off. You're done. We just don't want to do no business with you no more. We have no reason to. So these are things that people don't understand and realize that go on in this business. You know what I'm saying? I've worked in the music business for maybe 9 months. You know what I'm saying? 9 months I did a job in there. And it was very very odd. I've seen a lot of things that I won't mention because I don't want to offend anybody, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen a lot of things that were not right. It just wasn't for me, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't for me. So keep that in mind, y'all. If you writing, if you're a producer, understand, and this is also another key thing that I want to get out there. If you're a producer, right, and you like, damn, nobody fucking with my beats, understand something, that you have to follow the trend. If you do your own thing, if you doing your own sound and your own style, you gotta find an artist that fucks with that style. If not, you gotta follow the trend. You gotta follow the flutes. If they playing flutes and putting 808s and all of that shit in there, you gotta follow it. You can't use samples, because if you use a sample, people are not gonna want to use the beat. They don't want to get sued. So you gotta remember that if you don't, there's programs out here that make beats sound 10 times better than what you would make it sound just pressing a button. You know what I'm saying? Understand that this game that people want to be involved in is definitely something that's, different. You know what I'm saying? You have to know the game to play the game. You know what I mean? You can't just rhyme a bunch of words on a beat and then think that people are just gonna listen to it and love it. No, you gotta follow protocol. You have to have a set goal to reach, and you have to come with a direct message. Whatever you trying to express. If you want to make, I'll give you a jewel. Focus. And I don't want people to follow this, so I shouldn't even be telling y'all this. But if you wrote a song and said, okay, I want to talk about a song about a woman cheating, but I won't say her name. I won't say her name. I'll just make a song about a woman cheating, and I'll talk to her. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to her, but I won't say her name. That's playing on people's emotions, because guess what? Everybody knows a woman that's cheating on them. You understand what I'm saying? And that song will take off, because once one person hears it, it'll spark a reaction. That's what they call frequency. It'll spark a reaction. And then when it gets one reaction, that person will share, and they'll keep playing it and playing it, playing it. Now, if one person plays that one song 100 times, now, guess what? Now you got 100 views. Next thing you know, the next person sees it and plays, because it goes off of algorithms, if I'm not mistaken. So it goes off of how many views you have in the watch time. So if a person plays a song 100 times, now it gets recommended to whoever they are subscribed to, or whoever subscribed to them, and then now it's like, oh, okay, this person, what is this? Let me click on this. And it's a chain reaction. That's how this works. It's a chain reaction. It ain't, when you see a video with 1 million views, 1 million people didn't watch that video. That's just some people keep clicking on the same thing over and over. I might have played the song. I probably played the song maybe about 40 times in 3 days. You understand what I'm saying? For me alone. So now, mind you, that song, if people are doing that all over the world, then you get these songs with 3 million views. But don't be disguised by the views, because guess what? 5 or 10 years from now, that same video might have 4 billion. Or sometimes people get hold of it and it might stop. It might slow down. So remember, man, if you wanna break into the music business, there's key things that you gotta understand. You gotta have that passion to fuck up the world, basically. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. You gotta have that passion to put out negative energies. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna talk about drugs, you gotta talk about how drugs make you feel. If you're gonna talk about killing, you gotta put in detail how you killed them off. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna talk about either you the drug dealer or the drug user, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. the Juice World, you know what I mean? But these are things that really, that are true, you know what I mean? It's really true, man. And, also the title that the title you use on your song is very important. You know what I mean? The title is very important, it's it's just, you know, it's a dirty game, but you know, music is a revolving door. People get old and washed up, and then the new generation comes along and it's a different sound. You know what I'm saying? Music didn't sound like the way it sounds right now back in 1999, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Music didn't even sound the way it sound right now in 2009, 10 years ago. You get what I'm saying? So always remember that, man, and keep your head up, man. I'm going to start a YouTube channel just giving y'all industry advice and how to do things the right way, man. Alright? Check me out on YouTube as well. Check out my beats on YouTube, J Marvlis, you know what I'm saying? JayMarvlis. You know what I'm saying? And just go from there, man. Peace.